Good afternoon, friends. Today, I will teach you a poem from the ninth standard, Gratefulness. My name is M.S. Somshekhar, working as a teacher in Sri Nilabhi Girls High School, Srigere. The present poem, Gratefulness, is written by Joseph T. Rinaldi. Do you know who was Joseph T. Rinaldi? Joseph T. Rinaldi was a famous poet, one of the famous poets, originally from the Windberg. He has spent 40 years in the field of education. How many years he spent in the education? In the field of education, he had spent 40 more years. Since his retirement, he spent much of his time in visual arts. So visual arts means especially writing, painting, drawing and woodcraft. Joseph T. Rinaldi worked as an educationist more than 40 years. After his retirement, he spent most of his time in the visual arts like writing, painting, drawing and woodcraft. He has written so many poems. Some of his popular poems are Wind-Bird Relationship, A Birthday Greeting, A Beautiful Harvest, etc. One of his famous poems is Gratefulness. This poem is for the ninth standard, so I will teach the poem now. Here the poet Joseph T. Rinaldi himself is a speaker. We all of us know that God has created us. He gave us birth. Not only for we, He has also given this environment, the world. He has created by the God. But no one of us are grateful to God. We are always criticizing or blaming the God. But as God has gifted us with so many things to live happily and beautifully, thus the poet Rinaldi was grateful. Grateful means Kritajna for the God. Here he himself is a speaker. I am grateful for the eyes that I can see the activities that can be done by me. I am grateful for the ears that I may hear the sobbings of those who need me near. The first stanza, the poet says, I am grateful for the eyes that I can see the activities that can be done by me. What the poet says in the first stanza? The poet says he was very grateful for his eyes. The says, I am grateful for the eyes. Why was he grateful for his eyes? He was grateful for his eyes because he can see the activities that can be done by me. He has done so many activities. How can you see this activities done by him? Yes, with the help of the eyes, only he can see the activities done by him. So for that character, for that quality, he was grateful for the eyes. Next, I am grateful for the ears that I may hear the sobbings of those who need me near. The second line, the poet Rinaldi was grateful for his ears also. For his ears. Why was he grateful for his ears? Because he can hear the sobbings means crying, difficulties, problems of those who need me near. What kind of people? The people who are in problem, who are in difficulty, who needed his help. To hear those problems of those people, he had a ear. For that, he was grateful. In the first stanza, the poet is grateful for the two things. What are the two things he was grateful for? The first one is eyes and the ears. The question will be asked is, why is the poet grateful for his eyes and the ears? So what you will answer? Yes. The poet is grateful for his eyes because he can see the activities done by him. The second, why is the poet grateful for his ears? The poet is also grateful for the ears because he can hear the sobbings of those people who need his help, who need him near. Clear? Okay. Shall we go to the next stanza? I am grateful for the lips that might speak words of comfort and peace to all who seek. I am grateful for the mind that I may know how to aid those who need me so. The second stanza also the poet was grateful for this so many things. So what he was gratefulness? The second stanza he was grateful for his lips and and mind. Lips and mind. Why was the poet grateful for his lips? He says, Joseph T. Ronaldi says, I am grateful for the lips. The poet is not only grateful for the eyes and the ears, but also is grateful for his lips. Because he might speak the words of comfort and peace to all. With the help of the lip, what can we do? We can speak the words of comfort. Words of comfort. Comfort means to make someone feel better. So words of the we can speak some better words. By that we can some people who listen will become feel comfort, feel better. So that kind of the comfort words and peace. Peace. P-E-A-C-E. Peace. P-I-E-C-E. Peace. These are called homophones. Homophones means both the words are different, spelling are different, meanings are different, but translation is same. Both are peace. P-E-A-C, peace. We need peace. I want peace of mind. What is this piece? This is a piece of chalk. I want a piece of paper. Like this piece. Here, the poet was grateful for his lips because he can speak the words of comfort and peace to all. For all people, what can he do? He can speak the words of comfort and peace. That's why he is grateful for his lips. To all who seek. Who seek means who expect. The persons who expect the words of comfort and peace from him, he can do that with the help of his lips. So he was grateful for his lips. Next line. I am grateful for the mind. The poet is also grateful for his mind. That I might know how to aid. So mind also work. Mind thinks how to work. How to that I may know how to aid means help, how to help those need me so. See, the poet is also grateful for his mind because with the help of the mind only he can think how to help the people who need his help. There are some people who need his help, but how to help him? What kind of help we can do? But how to help those people? To think so, it helps. The mind helps. So the poet is also grateful for his mind. The second stanza, what you learned? The second stanza, the poet is grateful for his lips and mind. So how is he grateful for the lips? With the help of the lips, he can speak the words of comfort and peace to the people who needed him. And he was also grateful for his mind because with the help of the mind he can think how to help the people who needed his help. Next, the third stanza the poet says, I am grateful for the hands that I might do some arduous or simple task for you. I am grateful for the ability to always pray, to give me the strength and guidance every day. I am grateful for one thing, all else above, that I was given a heart that I might love. The third stanza, the poet is also grateful for two things. What are those two great things? Hands. Hands. The third stanza the poet says, I am grateful for the hands. We have hands. Here we also have two hands. Why do we have hands? The poet says, the poet is grateful for these hands because that I might do some always, always or simple. Always means difficult. Always means difficult with lot of effort and energy. There are some work, they need lot of effort and energy. So you can do such activities with his hands to do such orders or simple tasks or simple work for you. So I can do any simple work or some risky work. I can do only with my hands. That's why the poet is grateful for his hands because he can do some orders or simple tasks for you. I am grateful for the ability. The poet is also grateful for his ability. Ability is also very important. If you don't have an ability, we can't do anything. So the poet is also grateful for his ability to always pray to give me the strength. Why did he want? Why was the poet grateful for his ability? Because was a he is the poet is always grateful for his ability to always pray to give me. Always pray the God to give me the strength. To give me the strength. Why do we need the strength? To do some help, to do some work. What we need? Strength and the guidance every day. I need a guidance from the God. The God will guide me. The God will give the strength. To have such these qualities, I should have an ability. What ability? To pray for you, to pray the God. If I pray the God to have give me the strength. Why did he need the strength? So why did he need the ability? For the strength and the guidance every day. For that purpose, he prayed the God every day. He wanted the ability. The last two lines he says, I am grateful for one thing. Above all these things, I really am grateful for the eyes, ears, lips, then mind, hands, ability. Above all this, there's one most important thing is I am grateful for one thing. All else of all these things. It was very grateful for one thing that I was given a heart. I was given a heart. What do we do from the heart? With the help of the heart, we can love the people. We can love the people. We should not have any hatredness. We should love each other. We should love one another. That I may love. So how do we love? We can love with the help of the heart. The God has given the heart. So the poet is very grateful to the heart. Not only grateful, he has placed the heart above all the other organs. The other organs may help, the other organs may guide, the others may think. But this organ used to love the people, love the others. That's why he placed the heart above all the things. Thank you. So there are some questions, please read. Why is the poet grateful for his eyes and the ears? Yes, we already discussed. The poet is grateful for his eyes. You can see the activities done by him. The poet is grateful for his ears to hear the topics who need him so. How do lips and the mind help the human being? How do lips and the mind help us? Lips helps us to speak the words of comfort and peace. And what about the mind? Mind also think how to aid those who need us. How to think, how to help who need us. Next question. Why does the poet use his hands for? The poet used his hands to do some simple or difficult work for you. Next one. Why does the poet place the heart above all else? The poet has placed the heart above all else because we can love. We can love and win the people with the help of the heart only. That's why he placed the heart above all the organs. So what do we learn from this point? We can learn the one thing we can learn from this poem is the God has gifted us so many things. We should use them properly. The hand should do its work. The eyes should do its work. We should not use for the bad things. The organs are there. The organs should be used properly for the development of the man, for the development of the society, for the well-being of the humanity. Above all, the poet has respected the heart, place the heart above all the organs because we can love the people. If you have a love, we don't have any difficulty. You can't have any enemies, war, etc. So everything is there are so many problems in the society because there is no love between the people. The poet says the God has given us a heart. The heart is to the heart's duty is to love the others. And if we love others, definitely there will be no enemies. All of us will be live peacefully. But thank you, Manda.